Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Naveen Ferguson. So glad to have you here. Okay, so this is a tarot card reading channel where I offer full general card readings, sun and moon readings, psychic hit readings, casual readings, and personal readings. For information for all of that is in the description box of my YouTube page below. Also, it's connected to my Patreon page where there are two memberships, the Key membership and the Lotus membership. All the details are in there for your consideration. That's one of the best ways to help support the channel. And I think that's about it. Also, if you like the artwork that you see in the intro, the artist's name and link is in the description box below, so feel free to check him out. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into your reading. Okay, hi Aries, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Even though you see me lightly shuffling these, I actually already did a full deep shuffle on all of these. But I'm just doing a little shuffle again just to show you that it's shuffled. No one's actually said anything about that. I just thought it'd be nice to, at least when I'm looking at certain things, I'm like, I would love to see them shuffle the cards. So just a little bit is great. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this is a general card reading for you, Aries, for the time frame of March the 24th to April the 25th of 2025. Just letting you know that I am no longer offering personal readings at this time. I don't know if that'll change in the future or anything like that, but for right now, I'm not offering personal readings. Also, the extended reading will be in this reading, of course, which is basically general. That's what I do. So yeah, so let's get into it. Once again, this is a general card reading for Aries for the time frame of March the 24th to April the 25th of 2025. Thank you for being here. So we have the Hangman. So Aries, interesting. It looks like you've not necessarily made a decision or concluded towards something. You're trying to figure out something at this time, but at least for the time frame of this reading. It's what I'm sensing is it's not necessarily something that's extreme, like super deadline-y. Like it's not like something that is so prolific that it needs your attention and decision like super right away, and it has to be absolutely perfect or anything like that. No, I don't sense that. What I'm sensing is it's more so a process or a direction on how you want to apply something, how you want to orchestrate something, how you want to maneuver through something, how differently you may want to consider your options or your life or the circumstance or the business or the relationship or whatever it is that applies to you, whereby you make these adjustments that you would hope would lead to a particular more comfortable outcome, more suitable outcome, more kind of like trying to bring a dreamy like desire into reality as close as possible, or it exactly as possible if at all possible. But you're not being too, super strict in certain respects. You're willing to go with a certain level of practical, rational flow, give and take, back and forth in certain respects. But you realize there has to be some changes. There has to be some adjustments. And doing things the normal way is not going to necessarily bring forth the outcome that you would rather. okay? Or would you moreover would desire? So it's not like a super deadline thing on this, but it's like a casual changing of pace in your life towards a continued agenda. That's why I said this could be business, this could be family related, family relationships, this could be a romantic relationship. Some of you might have just entered into, for example, a relationship with a significant other, or a partnership in business, or a friendship dynamic of projects or something like that. You know, it's a like a developing process, or a maturing. As you go on, you're maturing in a process, and you just want to make sure you're making the right decisions that lead to the best outcome in the circumstance. You may not necessarily know what those dynamics are just yet. That's why you're figuring it out, but you know that it's not going to be the normal thing. Further clarification. Yeah, see, the Queen of Cups. That's what I'm telling you. She's holding the Ace of Cups in her hand. There's like she's looking at some storm clouds in certain respects. She's trying to understand her emotions in this situation, trying to really reveal to herself what is the direction she wants to go, and what does she want to hold love for? What does she want to cater to? What is she going to open herself up to? At the same time, keeping herself poised and elegant, refined, not necessarily allowing the torrent of different types of emotions to kind of disrupt her external appearance or external actions. She's not necessarily allowing her emotions to take her out of kilter, as it were. But there is a lot that she's considering within her. Okay, and she's delegating, she's speaking towards things calmly, efficiently, and seeing where things go in that regard. If it makes sense for her happiness, for her to engage in something, for her to continue on a certain thing, like seeing it's working, then she will do that. But if it's not something that's bringing her comfort, that's bringing her upliftment, she's going to go away from that. She's going to voice her needs, her desires, her wants, her opinion on a matter. Okay? Further clarification, universe said take this card. Nope, I'm feeling more this card. Wow. Yeah, this card. Look at that. The Seven of Wands. It's literally what I just finished saying. Okay, Aries? So you're trying to figure out how to go through this door. You know you have to go through this door. It's a new developing chapter of sorts. Like I said, you have an idea right here. You see, you're holding the wands in your hand, but it's like how exactly to go about that. You're saying your plans. You may have some support on certain respects, maybe by a couple of people on your side or whatever have you, and then you have some others over here who are like speaking against it or giving alternatives or being doubtful, questioning. Not necessarily, maybe not giving you the exact support that you want, or being very overcritical or something like that. So you're taking in a lot of thought process. So you have thought process going through you and your emotions in this situation, as well as the external environment that is continuing to develop and move and flow, and there are decisions to be made. There are outcomes that are coming about, which you have to then make adjustments for, whatever have you. People are saying their own opinion on certain respects. Things. It's not necessarily just you, perhaps, involved in this, even though you are going to make the best decision that is well enough for you. But some of you are in a situation where it's more than just you, where you also have to empathize and cooperate. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you will be making the final say how you're going to definitely go through this door, how you're going to do things. And some people will be, on your side, and some people might need a bit more time to get on board. It's a process, and that's why I said it's not a like an immediate thing. It's a progression type thing I'm seeing here. But you're really saying your mind, saying your piece, giving an alternative action of things. To just open things more, be flexible more, be adventurous more, not limiting yourself, and helping others to not limit themselves, and to really press on the mark and see what could become should you do things differently. Okay, so you're staying true to yourself. You're not losing your composure. You're hearing things out, and you're becoming confident that you will make the best decision within your capacities. And once you make that decision, it's definitely going to be more of a developing action, is what I'm hearing. It's not like when you make this decision, as what I'm hearing is like it's set in stone. It's like you make this decision and see what the options come of it before you make the next steps. That's why this is a process, it seems like here. Okay? So just know that the universe is helping you with that decision, and this is giving you an understanding of what you will be dealing with, especially for the time frame of the reading. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, look at that. Literally what I'm... Oh gosh. The Eight of Cups. See, because it's like you're trying to explain to others, like, or significant other, perhaps the way certain relationships have gone in the past, or perhaps partnership, how business has gone in the past, or how family has been dealt in certain things in the past, or how, friendships, or, whatever it is in your case. These cups, you're going away from these heartaches, these regrets, these hurts, these disappointments, these directions that never gave what was anticipated or promised. You're moving away from the sadness and relieving yourself of things that just never produced, never worked. It was only heartache involved, and you're making the decision to go in that different direction. You don't know what's going to necessarily come about. That's why this is a process, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you really don't know what's necessarily going to come about. You just know that you're going to make your best foot forward in whatever this is. But you do know ultimately that you will not be repeating the same things that have brought you regret, that have held you back, that have been empty promises, that you're not wasting any more time. You're really going to be more true in your direction forward, and you do admit that you don't know everything. That's what this is. You don't know everything. You're going in the direction of the moon, but you know that wherever you're going, you're going to be doing certain things a bit differently, and wherever you're going, you know that it's not going to be repeating the same thing that never brought you anything in the first place, except for pain. Okay, and this is also coming through as an advice in the time frame of this reading, Aries, that whatever decision that you make, you are being encouraged. Yes, think outside the box. The Hangman over here. Definitely do not go backwards. Move forwards. Don't repeat things that did not work and expect that, this time it'll work. No. This is literally the advice, is saying no. You need to discover on this new journey, on this new path, as you adapt and see what could you do that is better, that will be more beneficial for you personally and in any relationship that you may find yourself in, whether that be in an actual relationship, in a new connection, in a new business, in your own business, in friendship, family, whatever the situation is for you. For the clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, look at that. The Knight of the Knight of Swords. This is coming through is that you will find your stride. Okay, and then you will be moving swiftly. Okay, you will be engaging. You will discover on this path what is working, and then you're going to jump on that, and it's going to take you faster. Okay, but it's like you have to first go and discover. And in this discovery, what I'm hearing is you're going to be dealing or creating a path with your feet. And once you find what's working, what's working in this new direction, is going to say, oh, okay, we can do it this way, and it's actually better, it's smoother, it's faster. Okay, it's bringing more joy, more stability, more accuracy with the Knight of Swords. Okay, bringing more communication as well with the Swords energy, more strategy, sensible strategy, practical strategy, taking out the nonsense and leaving a very clear path towards success, and just like rationally moving forward in certain levels of familiarity, that you can position in these nuanced ways, or in these new ways. It's like you already have the fortification of your intelligence and wisdom and experience, and now it's being kind of retrofitted or repurposed towards this new path that you're forging. That's why you can, when you find what's working, this new way of being, you're going to be more equipped to adapt and handle the positive momentum faster than, let's say, someone who is just coming on the scene without any experience or any know-how or any, you know what I mean? You come already with a level of a certain level of ingenuity, of clout, in certain respects, but it needed to be repurposed towards a different situation. It needed to evolve towards something different, and that's what all of this is happening here. So by you choosing not to repeat and allow people to draw you back, and you forging ahead, you're going to find this new path, and it may happen sooner than later. I sense there's a pivotal thing within this time frame of this reading, so I don't necessarily sense it, you know, coming in a certain way into the following reading that I may have after this, and like after April or something like that. I sense this aha moment, as it were, is more so within this framework of this reading, and it's definitely going to help you hit a stride that's going to become faster. Universe, I take this card. Yeah, my goodness. You see that? The Page of Swords. This is that learning new things, learning new discoveries, figuring out things that are working better for you. This is applying what you already know, but at the same time learning something new and beneficial. You know, it's like that tandem type thing. You come with credentials. You come with that experience already in certain respects. But now that you're going into this new path, you're going to be learning more, and you're going to be adapting more. You're going to be able to facilitate more, because it's not like you're necessarily a novice, okay? You come with the ability to adapt and to grow and to learn, okay? And it's really going to create help with this stride, okay? It's really not like you're coming in and you don't know anything, okay? But you're going to be refining this new path, and it's really gonna, you know, let me say it like this. You know, sometimes you're going through life, and sometimes you have to slow down just to reassess, because the direction may not be going the way that you had anticipated. And you have another discussion, and you think about, can we change things up to assist things, to find a better way, because the current way was not working, okay? And that's what you're doing here. And you apply that same understanding here, and now that you apply this new way, whatever you discover in the time frame of this reading, it's going to not only fortify a new direction that's going to be a bit more faster, more efficient on so many levels, but at the same time, you're going to be growing in this aspect, which opens your mind up more to even more prominent things down the line. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I was trying to like summarize that part there for you. Okay, so let's see what the ladder cards have to say. And we have, yeah, the Four of Pentacles. So this new efficient way and everything of doing things is going to save you time. It's going to save you resources. It's going to save you finances. It's going to save you social, emotional distress on certain respects is what I'm hearing. It's going to save you when it comes to your age as well. I said certain parts of you are not going to have to work as hard as you used to. You're going to get that glow back into you. You're going to get that strength back into you. And it's really going to help set you up for the future and be ready for what could happen. Whether good, bad, or in between, you will be ready for it. You know what I mean? With the Four of Pentacles, this is someone who is like very clear with where their energies will be going, and will be comforted in knowing that it's not frivolous, that it's not a waste of time, knowing that it is going to be engaging into savings and growth and things of substance, okay? being good stewards of what you have. Okay, that's with the development of relationship, business, finances, your health, whatever the situation is. Okay, it could be all of that for a lot of you. Okay, so that's what's happening here. For the clarification, yeah, my goodness, I literally just finished saying that. Look, you have the Knight of Pentacles. You see the swift action in moving in this new direction, which you will discover. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles, and the steadiness is happening here, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is that steady, slow and steady action, slow and steady growth, fortification. Your foundations are great. Your finances are great, and every day it gets better, okay? Every move, your reputation precedes you. Okay, you set yourself up for greatness and abundance down the line in the future, especially. You're growing in strength. If anything comes to try to shake you, it can't shake you. It can't take you off the horse. You're fortified. Okay, this is a strong foundation of prudence, of reasonable civility, of purpose. Okay, of craftsmanship, good quality craftsmanship. Okay, this is someone who is in charge of their world, of their life, and it's not easily swayed by the waves and tides and motions and all that kind of stuff. Okay, this whatever you find here, it's going to be working towards your highest benefit. Further clarification, yeah, the Nine of Swords. There's going to be certain anxieties that will come with this success, because I sense some of you definitely had to leave certain things behind, or even people behind. Okay, and your success may come about as a level of guilt or a level of anxiety, or maybe you need to give back. Maybe it's almost like what's coming through is like you're guilty for being successful because you decided to go another way, and then other people may have decided to stay in a certain way, and they're still going through something uncomfortable or that could be better if they would only have listened. And you can't really do anything for them in certain respects. You cannot take on those burdens, those belaboring, those anxieties and worries. Just focus on your success, okay? Focus on your happiness, on your peace and your joy. You're going to have more options should you want to go back and help certain people, should you want to be even more of an example for other people to perhaps follow or whatever have you. It could even be in your own family dynamic. It could be in your friendship. It could even be in your relationship. Whereby in a relationship you decided you want to move in this direction, and you've proven, or you will prove, that this was the better way. And just a lot of feelings could be brought up in that, because we're human. Some people don't take certain things as well as you would hope. None of us are immune by it. It doesn't mean anyone's violent or anything. Some people could be sad or disappointed or jaded. Just depends on their situation and who they are. But you don't have to take on that type of anxiety and worry, okay? A friend, what I'm hearing is a true friend, it will be there. Some friends need time to go through their emotions, and they come back and they apologize or whatever have you, okay? But right now you need to focus on you when you get moving in these directions, okay? Don't allow these anxieties to hold you back, is what I'm hearing. Don't be ashamed of your success, okay? And the same thing when it comes to relationship. Don't be ashamed that for example, your relationship is going so good now, and certain other people, they're still stuck in the mud, okay? Or your business is successful or going in a successful level now, and certain people were proved a different way. You understand? Don't be ashamed of your success, and your developing success is what's coming through. So let's see what your ladder cards have to say. Your not ladder cards, your, what do you call it again? Extended. Yeah. It's going to be over these two pillars. I'm going to have to try to make this really fast. Running out of time. Yeah, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Clearly through this, remember these two paths right here? These two pillars right here? Okay, go back and listen to it again to see what's happening here, because that is the wish fulfillment, especially around here when it comes true and you start moving faster. Okay, you'll figure it out. Okay, the universe has you. This process, this new direction, you'll figure it out, and it'll be that aha moment, okay? And it's going to make all the difference. For the clarification, yeah, the moon energy, again, with these right here. things will get brighter, more illuminated as you continue taking that step forward. Remember what we said over here? You have the wolves over here and stuff like that. They're going to be howling. People are going to be in your ear and stuff like that. But don't pay them no mind, okay? You're feeling like you need to go in a different direction. Go into that new direction. Things become... You won't discover unless you don't venture, okay? If you don't move forward, you will stay where you're at, and technically you might even fall backwards, okay? Take a step forward. Things become brighter once you continue down that hall, basically. Further clarification. Thank you, universe. Yeah, the Hermit card. The Hermit is holding the it's holding the star in his hands, basically, right there. And look, these steps that you took through the darkness, through the wilderness, it wasn't working out. You were feeling a certain way. You were kind of lamenting in certain respect. You're saying it's supposed to be getting better. You're thinking about what all of the events that have taken place in your life, and really self-reflecting, looking inward, okay? Especially with that Queen of Cups right here, really figuring certain things out. And you have this dream, this wish, this goal, you'd rather things be a certain way, and that's that star energy that's in your heart, okay? That's what we spoke about over here. Allow the miracle to manifest into your life. Don't hold this back. Don't hold these creative sparks, this vision for better. Don't hold it back. Let the star shine, okay? Because it will make all the difference, okay? So let's continue on. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, the King of Cups. See, this is what I was also talking about right here on these two pillars right here, especially over here. Don't be guilty for your success, okay? Whilst you're at the Queen of Cups over here, you'll transition to the King of Cups over here. This is someone who is at peace with their self, at peace with their decisions. They're letting that ship go if it needs to go. If they need to let people go and situations go, letting it go. If certain things want to come back in peace and harmony, you're allowing to come back. But right now you are zen. You are comforted in the decision and your peace of who you are, the relationship that you're in, the business that you're in, whatever the situation is, because you found something that works for you and brings you joy and really uplifts you and takes you in the direction that you want to go. Okay, this is someone at peace. Okay, further clarification. Yes, look at that. The Seven of Cups. Oh my gosh. You took the time to think about it. You took the time to make the decision. You didn't make it carelessly, you know, and you're going with it. Okay, you're going with prudent discovery, prudent decision making. Further clarification. My gosh, Aries. I'm like, wow. Okay, over here and these pillars over here, we're talking about what we talked about. You were with the star there. With the Hermit, you were holding the star back. And now over here in the more concluded areas over here, you have the star, you're letting it out. Because you made a decision, you decided to move forward in a new direction, new way of doing things. You and your partner or your business or whatever the situation is for you. But you have the star card, bringing that dream into reality. Okay, bringing that dream into the manifestation of the tangible world. Okay, this is miracle fulfillment. This is dream fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. Okay, wish fulfillment over here on one aspect to like move forward. You're gonna find the answer, and wish fulfillment over here because your life is now going to be going in the direction that you want because of this wish fulfillment of finding that path. Okay, star card. Okay, you'll be moving into that vision, that desire. Okay, and this is awesome. Aries, excellent. Let's see. Oh my gosh, how many times am I going to get this card? The crystal card, Chrysocolla, suffering from a heartache or a toxic personal relationship. This will help you connect to what the real you needs and helps you realize that you are allowing toxic energy and causing emotional harm. This stone will let go of that toxic energy. Definitely. You need that. Let's see what your angel message has to say. And we say abundance. Look at that. You are entering that. I don't even need to read the book on this. Abundance. Okay? We already said it. Let's see what else is happening. Examining self-identity. My goodness. I don't need to read the book on this either. It's self-explanatory. We already talked about all this. The universe is further confirming it, Aries. Examining self-identity. You're going to make a decision. Okay? Is your life going the way you want? And we have spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. Oh my gosh. Aries, come on. You saw me shovel. Do you see this? You're moving in a new direction. Don't hold back. Okay? Aries, thank you for being here, and I wish you the best. Bye. Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.